What's up, people? This is G-Man on Live, forever on it, and I just want to get up here and talk about this maxing out video by Sergeant Willie P. Yeah, I still watch him from time to time. I go on Gen X to see what they talking about, and everybody is in this big uproar about this YouTube channel called First Day Church, where they showcase real life issues and talk about them in this church in Atlanta, I believe. I believe it's in Atlanta. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's called First Day Church. It's a YouTube channel, and they took these series of videos down about black men being single and about how they can't attract black women. This cycle just keeps going on and on. It's like we can't come to terms with ourselves. Okay, but they had this panel with about 5 black women. I guess they were of the church, and one of them has a YouTube channel that I have seen, that I subscribe to. I won't put a name out like that because I kind of forgot it, but they were all up there, talking about how black men don't do this, don't do that, how they were raised to be the strong black woman and be somewhat of the breadwinner of the household, and how the man should get with her program, And, Sarge posted a commentary, Blog Talk Radio with Miss Heartbeat, Deborah. And, she was talking about it. She was talking about how feminists may be the new age of wife. Or they may be the new wives for the 2011, and on up, And, I didn't listen to that show because I already know it was going to lead, I knew it was going to be a lot of what they say on Gen X, man stroking. I knew it was going to be a lot of women need to do this and women need to do that and run this, run that. But, I just listened to what Sergeant Willie P was saying, how he said that most black women produce the men that they stroke, but they don't want. Let me say that again. A lot of black women produce the men that they love to stroke, but they don't want. Because it's a lot of black women that get in these little circles, at their churches, at their community centers, repeating the same thing that Steve Harvey did on ABC, getting a whole bunch of black women in one big room and chanting a list of things that black men should do, what they should be, showcasing the black man that's came from a struggle and is with a black woman, been with a black woman for about 14, 15 years, and is complacent, and they say, and I don't know if they really want, but they say they want a man that's like that, that is part breadwinner, because the black woman has to be a breadwinner too, it's like a co-pilot thing, codependency, and they help each other out, which, in my opinion, I don't see nothing wrong with 50-50, but like Sarge said, it's a lot of black women out here, not every black woman, but it's a lot of black women out here that like to override a black man's decisions, what a black man does, hence the Pepsi commercial, which black women are trying to boycott. For what reason, I might add, this ties in. Black women don't want to be seen as controlling, but they do, for the most part, control the households. I have plenty of proof. There are plenty of videos on the internet. I cannot argue that fact, Sergeant Willie P. But I don't think black women, for the most part, create simps. I don't think that's the case. Not unless the father is not there. You know what I'm saying? Even in your case, you're still living with your parents at 30. You say you are working towards being a doctor, but hell, how long will that take? You might want to think about doing something else to jumpstart your career, And when you talk about simps, you say that they are docile, they're, laid back, they don't really put themselves out there like black women. They're not boisterous. They don't, stand up because they don't have to, because the black women got it. The black woman got it. She's out in front. She's got her chest out. She's the one that's running the shit, But yet you sitting in your mother's house. Your mother is the big breadwinner in your house. You said your father makes way less, way under than her. You know what I'm saying? You said that she has most of the income in the house, and I rarely hear anything from her. Like you always talking with your father, about the old times, how it used to be, what your father was looking for in a woman. But I'm starting to think that your mother is running both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you want to bring up simps. Like, that's not being simpish. You're living under your mother's household. You and your father are living under your mother's household. And that's not really a diss to y'all. I'm just saying, when you talk about simps, do you not recognize that maybe you fall under the same category? Even you having both mom and father in the household, do you not see that maybe you fall in that category? You are dependent. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you could step out of your mother's house and, be independent. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need them in the long run. I mean, as successful as they are, you trying to be a doctor or whatever. I know that it takes buku amount of money to put towards your books and your studies and your labs, to get you there. I know she's putting a whole bunch of ends meet on your books. You know what I'm saying? So really, I'm just saying, you don't have a pot to piss in and one to throw it out of. You're living off your mom and dad, and I see a lot of dudes doing this. They upload a whole bunch of videos, but they're living with their parents. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you living with a roommate or something like that. You are still under mommy and daddy. But you want to yell out that somebody is a simp, somebody is complacent, when you're complacent yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I don't really agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, calling men simps. Now, I know it's some simpish motherfuckers out here. Don't get me wrong. I know it's some simpish ass men out here that let women walk all over them, say anything, talk, pop, snap they neck, do anything to them out in public, slap them, like ride they face damn near, like just do whatever to them. I know it's some hoppo ass niggas out here, but we gotta watch how we call people out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when our lives are not in order. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we are living under somebody else's roof. Especially a black woman's roof. And we just can't throw these names like this. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny. I just had to take it back. I just had to listen. I was like, do you hear what this? Does he hear what he's saying? He's describing himself. Even if he's putting all the blame on the single black mother and how she raises these no good black men, as he likes to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it happens, but at the same time, you're living under your mother's roof. Your father is living under your mother's roof. She is the main breadwinner. Now both of y'all motherfuckers answering to her. Now who's the simp? Who is simping, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stroke her. Not in that sense, not being nasty. Get your minds out together. You gotta, in a sense, put her on a pedestal, saying, "Hey, why aren't black women like my mother?" You know what I'm saying? Well, why aren't you like the upper echelon black men that these black women are looking for? It goes hand in hand. It goes vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not quick to argue, who somebody is or tell people what they are. You know your story, Sarge. You know what I'm saying? Like, calling people out as simps and you in that situation, that shit don't sit well. Don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with anybody. If anybody disagrees with me, if you're a Sergeant Willie P groupie, go ahead and dislike the video. Because honestly, I don't give a fuck. But this is G-Man on live, forever on it. No, I'm not simping. I'm not riding for any, gender. Ain't no gender war shit. This is just real shit. Watch what you say. Watch who you calling out, because you might be that yourself.